The movie begins and it's clear that Superman has died. This led to a surge in crime in the city, and there was a need for a new hero to protect the city from other potential threats. This is when Amanda stepped in with a proposal. Amanda is a high-ranking government official, and her idea is to form a team of villainous superheroes, control them, and let them serve the city. As part of her plan, Amanda compiled her list and decided to present her idea to a group of high-ranking officials in the city, hoping to gain their approval. The list included, among others, a man named Floyd, known for his deadly accuracy. He earned his reputation due to his high proficiency in marksmanship. If he directs his aim towards a fly, expect him to be able to kill it. Floyd has a wife and daughter, which gives him cause for concern as he loves his daughter deeply. Floyd was able to commit his crimes and disappear discreetly until one day they assigned Batman to track him down. At the time, Floyd was with his daughter, not wanting to show her his dark side. He didn't kill Batman, but instead got apprehended and was locked up in a high-security prison. The second member of the team is Harley Quinn. Harley's story is unique because she was a skilled psychiatrist before she fell into insanity. Unfortunately, she ended up becoming a complete psychopath. Among the deviants they had was the Joker, an evil and mentally challenged individual. The important thing here is, rather than Harley treating the Joker, she fell in love with him and went mad just like him. She ran away from the mental hospital with him, spreading chaos everywhere. Until at one point, Batman appeared and successfully captured Harley and the Joker. However, the third member of the team is none other than Captain Boomerang. But Boomerang is not a traditional captain, not at all. He is a captain in speed. A thief so skilled that it seemed his hand was made of silk, he robbed all the banks in Australia until he grew bored. So he decided to try his luck in America and continue his thieving career there. But he didn't get far because Flash managed to arrest him. Flash is one of the superheroes that we will soon be familiar with. Moving on to the fourth member with us, Diablo. Diablo is more dangerous than all the rest because he can control fire. And because of his power, no one has been able to arrest him. But on the day he accidentally burnt his family in their home and was consumed by guilt, he turned himself into the police. The fifth member of the team is a certain Jones, who is famously known as the Killer Crocodile, and this is his problem. This makes you sympathize with him a little bit, because he looks like a crocodile, and people say he is a monster. No one dares to come close to him, inside him. Okay, and because everyone is afraid of him, he decided to become really bad, and he became the leader of the sewers after he was a human being, okay? The sixth one with us became evil by coincidence, because one day she learned about antiquities named John Moon. She was on an expedition and entered a strange cave and found traces of distress there, so she opened it and didn't know what was in it, but the one in this piece is a witch from another world with great abilities. And since then, this witch lived inside John's body. After Amanda did not conclude her words about the witch, someone asked her how to control her while she was a witch, but Amanda treated her account for every need. Because of this, I knew that the witch had a heart that was buried in the cave, and whoever controlled the heart with this ease can control the witch and hear his words in anything. And this heart is with Amanda only, sir. And this way, this is our band that Amanda formed. And this band is really very dangerous, and the people who are sitting with Amanda are not safe. But Amanda can convince them that she is in control, and she knows that he appointed Colonel Rick to lead the group because he is very expert in these things and an officer in the Special Forces. And you know that Amanda chose Rick specifically because she assigned him as a personal guard for Dr. Moon and Rick. Unfortunately, she loved her, making him a very profitable card in Amanda's hand, and he carried out all her orders. They managed to convince everyone with Amanda's words, and they took her to the Pentagon. To convince them of her thinking, Amanda brought Dr. Moon with her to show her powers. Indeed, the witch appeared and listened to Amanda because she holds her heart. Amanda also demonstrated her high capabilities by making the witch bring them a very important government file. Eventually, Amanda returned, the witch's spirit. Dr. Moon, and at that time, everyone was convinced of her plan. An actual work began on the project called the Arcade Project. Afterwards, Amanda began implementing her plan. She took Colonel Rick and went to the prison where the team is. Someone met them to persuade them into joining her, and indeed she met the first team member who didn't want to join them. But on the other hand, the Joker is looking for Harley, and coincidentally learns from one of his men that she is in an unknown prison with high security. They don't know anything about its location except that it's in Louisiana. At the same time, Rick is sitting with Moon, but the witch possesses her body for no apparent reason. So Rick becomes frustrated and threatens her that he will ask Amanda to remove her heart. But the witch doesn't care. She starts to make him believe that Moon is dead to scare him off and have him withdraw his decision so that he does not kill Moon. The witch then escapes. Just like that, my friend. The witch continues to move from place to place until she reaches the place where her brother is imprisoned. She also succeeds in freeing him and puts him inside a human body so that he can live inside it. You see, they know about the witch's presence on Earth, but the situation has changed a lot because people no longer respect magicians like they used to. Now they respect machines. So they agree to create a god. They're powerful and use it to battle and annihilate humans. We know that the witch and her brother will continue to inhabit human bodies and move from one to another. They decide to forge a powerful deity to combat and destroy humans with it. In regards to the witch's brother, he commences an attack on the city's entire population, leading to the emergence of problems and acts of benevolence. The sole method to halt this is the use of Amanda's team, and indeed they begin assembling the team one by one. They inject each of them in their neck, and they start extracting them while they are bound. However, it is clear that not everyone is pleased with this situation. For instance, Harley receives a call from the Joker, and their intent is not yet known, but we can be sure it isn't benevolent. On a different note, the Joker actually breaks into a specific building. He encounters a doctor in this building, whom he assaults and intimidates. The scared doctor lets them through. They infiltrate and acquire numerous items from this building, the purpose of which we'll understand later. Yet on another note, Rick and Moon approach the witch for assistance, but as expected, the witch declines. She consistently requests help from her brother as she is dying due to her heart that Amanda possesses, which Amanda persistently stabs in. And really, her brothers are not late on her, and he wastes some of his strength temporarily so that the heart has nothing to do with it. It is necessary now, and on the other hand, the team will gather in the prison and also guarantee them a new individual, which is one in the future. The super thing is that he can climb anything, and when they gather, everyone gets Captain Rick, and who knows that they were injected with a high explosive substance and the remote control of the detonator. This is a battle and honesty, and who will not carry out what will be asked of him. A small pressure will turn into a slashak, then everyone is afraid, so they know that either they participate or die. So they all decide to participate and start preparing themselves. After that, Amanda talks to them and introduces them to the first mission assigned to it, which is to save the place that the Joker attacked. And if they succeed in this period of time, their imprisonment will decrease, but if they fail, she will not hesitate to kill them. And indeed, they get on the plane and start moving to carry out their plan, and a Japanese girl wearing ninja clothes and joining them, and Rick starts. He introduces them to her and tells them that this is Katana, and she's assigned to help Rick in driving. After a while, the plane reaches the accident place, and everyone gets off, and Captain Boomerang goes and talks to the man who knows how to climb, and he prefers to tell him that they must not be injected with anything, and that Rick and Amanda are laughing at them, and that they can escape. Really, they don't deny the news, and the two try to escape, but Katana started to stop Boomerang before he doesn't run away. But the climber unfortunately is fast and can climb the building and stay away from them, but he uses the device and blows his brain from a distance, and this is the biggest proof that they really have an explosive substance inside them. So everyone is silent and decides to follow you, but it is clear that our team will not stop trying to escape, because this way Floyd goes and talks to Harley and tells her that he will turn against Rick and Bar. They run away together. In short, he would have done that because he saw him talking to the Joker. So Harley can't find a solution but for her to agree. And Fluid asks her to tell everyone that Rick is going to fly and run away. So Harley does that, and they are already going to kill Rick. But suddenly, without introductions, a big group of strange monsters appear and attack them. So he decides that they postpone their escape plan to save their lives. And the battle takes place between the team and the monsters, and everyone hits from one side, but in the middle of all that comes a monster, and he hides you, so he decides to save him and hits the monster with a bullet. And this is not because he loves Rick or anything, but because if Rick doesn't call, you will blow them all up. But Flood looks at the hand of a monster and finds him wearing a precious and luxurious watch. So he asks Rick about these monsters. So Rick tells him that these monsters were normal human beings, but they changed, so they worry everyone, but no one talks, and they continue their way. And somewhere else in the city, the witch turns humans into monsters, and she does like this to gather strong Kish under her command. And we go back to our team while they are walking on their way, and your opinion goes to Floyd, and they know that he doesn't want to kill them in the first place, but he just wants to complete his mission safely so that he can get back to Lemon. And that's why he agrees with Flood that he will help him lead the team, and in return, when they finish the mission, he will help him see his daughter. So of course, Floyd always agrees when he hears this talk, and at that time Harley is bothering the whole team, so Floyd goes to her and asks from it. She leaves everyone alone to complete their mission and finish. So Harley understands that he agreed with Rick. That's why she tells him that I will agree to what he says and she won't bother anyone, and she also tells him that everyone is responsible for himself only. And after a long way, the team gets to the building and they find a big group of monsters waiting for them, but our team has a bigger passion than them. That's why the battle starts, and everyone starts hitting, and right on left strike you notice the monsters are all strong. That's why they go to the weakest one of them, which is Rick, and they try to kidnap him, but the band gathers around Rick and they prevent the monsters from reaching him, and they keep hitting them and they finish a big part of them really, but the number is increasing and it looks like they will finish the band. So Floyd goes and talks to Diablo, who was refusing to fight with them because he stopped fighting since he burned his family by mistake. So Floyd keeps asking him to enter the battle with them because with his fire he will help them a lot, and really he gets convinced after a lot of wait and starts shooting all the monsters and finish them all. And after they finish the monsters, they continue on their way and get to the doctor's room, which the Joker is supposed to attack. But when they arrive, they find an office and Amanda is inside. There are no monsters or anything, and they just test them. That's why Floyd goes and shouts at Rick because he lied to them. And after that they get out Floyd, Rick and Amanda for the rest of the team, and who when they see Amanda they get crazy, and they know that she laughed at them and they want to get rid of her, but Amanda thinks that she can kill them in a jiffy, so they get scared. Everyone is preparing themselves to go to the witch, so they go to get on the plane that will reach them, but the Joker left them and stole it and keeps shooting at them, and he knows that he will not walk without Harley, and really Harley runs and jumps and rides with the plane, and Amanda keeps trying to blow it up, but the Joker will hacker the device and ice cream, and this is because of the things he stole before. So Amanda asks Flood to kill Harley, but he refuses. So she blows him up by blowing up the plane, or his daughter will die, and he really does that. And before it explodes, he leaves the Joker Harley to fall, so she doesn't get injured in the explosion, and the plane explodes, but Harley lives. But the team doesn't know that, and they all think that Harley died, so God bless her, and a plane comes and takes Amanda, and Amanda knows that there is a plane that will come to take them. But as soon as the plane flies in Amanda, the magician comes and drops her plane, and he can take from her the heart of his sister and our team. As they walk, they find Harley, so they are very happy that she is not dead. So they gather again to finish their mission, but the magician, after he takes the heart of Amanda, returns it to his sister. Her strength increases, and she will have accomplished a lot from her machine, and because of her great power she is counting. Control over Amanda. The rest of our team who is going to meet the witch will meet Amanda's plane. Floyd will search inside the plane where he finds the file with their information. Turning through it, Floyd feels something is off and asks Rick to spill the truth. Rick reveals their mission of subduing a witch from another realm whom they had tried to recruit, but she had escaped. Upon learning their frightening mission, they leave Rick, arguing that he needs an army for the task, not a team of mere criminals. They leave him and get back on the plane, ready for Rick to explode them if he wishes. They start chatting when Rick enters, stating if they don't want to fight then they're free. Meanwhile, Rick offers Floyd letters from his daughter where she calls him a hero. This inspires Floyd to go back and fight, to truly be a hero in his daughter's eyes. Along with Floyd, others join in and begin the planning. The rough plan is that a bomb is submerged under the metro. Trick's men will take care of it. The rest will impersonate the witch and her brother. And they drag her brother to the place of the bomb because the energy in it will help it explode. So the crocodile goes with these soldiers who will go down to the water to activate the bomb. As for the team, when they enter to the witch, she starts to charm them and show them the life they want to see. He sees Flood, for example. He killed Batman and lives with his daughter. As for Harley, she sees herself married the Joker and left him too, and Rick sees himself with Moon, and they live happily, and Diablo sees his family, and they came back alive again. But Diablo, because he is sure that his family died, so he knows that this is just an illusion, and really he wakes up and the rest wake up with him, and they go to the witch, and Diablo tries to take the magician to the place of the bomb using fire, and really they get to the place of the bomb, but the magician grabs Diablo by the neck, and he doesn't know how to run away from them, so he asks them to detonate the bomb, even if he's going to die with the monster, and really they blow it up and the magician dies, but unfortunately he dies with Diablo. And when the magician dies, the second goal is to take the witch's heart, but the witch is strong. She keeps hitting them and saying the witch joins her because she is strong and will not lose, and here Harley Quinn decides to join her and asks her first if she joins she will return the Joker to her, so she says to her the witch for sure, and really Harley comes close to her, but quickly she catches Tana's spill and hits her with it and takes her heart, and when they take her heart he quickly throws a bomb at the machine, so Flood hits her with a bullet that finishes everything and destroys the god, and the witch is very weak, and Rick threatens her to return Moon, which will destroy her heart, but she doesn't care about threats, So Rick destroys her heart, and he thinks that Moon is dead with the witch, because the witch is basically in Moon's body. But Moon comes back to life again, and everything is fine, and the mission is completed successfully, and everyone is happy that they are finished and they are free. But Amanda comes and threatens them that they will go back to prison with her, and everyone will be removed from him for 10 years, and those who will kill them, they find no solution but to listen to him, and that is it, sir. They take advantage of every opportunity, and they get TV and some requests like that. Nice One will make their life cruel in prison, and Flood goes to spend a nice time with his daughter before returning to prison. As for Harley Quinn, she is a normal base in her cell, and the people of the place will raid on her, and they will be among them. The Joker, who we know is Match, and Harley will run away. And the last thing we see is that Amanda meets Bruce Wayne, who is Batman, and hands him a file talking about Aquaman and Flash and the Witch. And of course, these are people we will talk about in the next videos. And the movie will conclude.